Hello guys, my name is Serena WW. I am a YouTuber based in Nigeria. My content is about productivity, lifestyle and lore. And if this is your first time on this channel, kindly do well to subscribe, like this video and comment down below. And if you're an OG subscriber, well done, good job. I'm excited to have you back again. Thank you so much for watching today's video. So today's video is going to be about something new and something different. Are you ready? Drum roll. In today's video we are going to be introducing something new to the channel. Yes, you heard me right, something new to the channel. I'm going to be introducing the City Lawyer series. Yes, you heard me right, the City Lawyer series. And today we are going to be talking about domestic violence. Yeah, so please let's watch this short clip on domestic violence.
You will not do this. You hear me? You will not embarrass me, embarrass my family. You will not. I will not marry you. Cut off everything. Makawansla, it can't be that bad. That hurts me.
Okay guys, thank you so much for watching that clip. That clip was a pure scenario of domestic violence. Now, what is domestic violence? Before I share this talk on domestic violence, I would like you to know that domestic violence is one thing I stand against, and as I will share my own research and knowledge about domestic violence, in which I'll be talking on the area of law. I want you all to stay tuned and stay interested. Now, domestic violence can also be known as domestic abuse. It's a pattern of behavior in any relationship that is used to gain or maintain power or control over an intimate partner. Now, domestic violence can be in several forms. It can be emotional abuse, it can be physical abuse, it can be sexual abuse, it can be economic abuse, it can be psychological abuse. Yes, you heard me right, psychological abuse. And I'll be giving instances of this kind of domestic violence. So I'm going to be sharing instances of domestic violence ranging from the types of domestic violence I mentioned earlier. So there are several instances of domestic violence under the types. So we're going to be talking first about physical abuse. Physical abuse can be in the form of hitting, slapping, biting, hair pulling, fighting and the likes. Physical abuse can also extend to instances where a partner denies his partner's or her partner's medical care, and also forcing the partner to take alcohol or drugs. Now let's go to the sexual abuse. The sexual abuse can come in situations where the partner is forcing the other partner for sex, in terms of rape, marital rape, acts on sexual parts of the body, forcing the partner to have sex with them and the likes, and making them feel demeaning in sex. So now let us go to the emotional abuse. So back to the emotional abuse. This is when a partner is making another partner feel emotionally down, like using their self-esteem, making them feel like they are worthless or useless and they are not relevant in society. And examples of such situations is constantly demeaning one's ability, constantly calling them names, like insulting them, constantly damaging the relationship they have with others and even their kids. That is another side of emotional abuse. So now let's go to economical abuse. Economical abuse is when, for instance, a partner is not willing to foot or take care of the fees of the bills of the other partner. For instance, marriage is one thing of partnership, but then this partner is saying, even dating itself, this partner is saying, okay, you know what, I'm going to withhold every form of source of income you have, even your bank account, I'm going to control them. Where the partner is constituting fraud, manipulating their access to their financial assets and the likes, also making sure that they are giving them false information about their financial state. And then we move to the next form of abuse, which is the psychological abuse. Now in this psychological abuse, this has to do with beyond physical, it now has to do with the mind. In this kind of abuse, they are being threatened that they are going to deal with them or even kill them or isolate them from their family, friends, and school. So if you are facing any of these instances that I have talked about, my dear, my gentleman, you are under abuse. Yes, and please do not make excuse for that abusing partner. Now, what can lead or cause this domestic violence? First of all, we have anger management problems. We also have jealousy. We have instances of low self-esteem, insecurity, feeling of inferiority, cultural beliefs, personality disorders, and the likes. So these are the few causes, and I know there are many more, and if you know more, please write them in the comment section. So these are the few causes of domestic violence. Let's get into the interesting part. What does the Nigerian law say about domestic violence? Does the Nigerian law applaud domestic violence, or does the Nigerian law frown against domestic violence? We're going to be finding out in a bit. So the Nigerian law highly frowns against domestic violence. You heard me right. And this is provided for in several sections of the law. First of all, the Constitution, which is the ground norm of the society. Section 34 provides for protection of the dignity of any person, and no person is entitled to torture or give inhuman or degrading treatment to any citizens of the country, even any person at all. And the next is the Violence Against Persons Prohibition Act, which really provides that anyone that is caught committing violence or giving ill treatments to their spouse would be liable for imprisonment not exceeding 3 years, and also a fine of 200,000 or even both. Then in the subsection of section 19, it also talked about the fact that if someone is committing this offense, that person will be entitled to imprisonment not exceeding 1 year or a fine of 100,000. Then anyone that is seen aiding or abetting to will be liable for this offense. Then also it still talks about the National Agency for Prohibition of Trafficking of Persons and other related matters as well. And also it talks about their other laws, which is Protection Against Domestic Violence Law of Lagos State, Ekiti State Gender-Based Violence Prohibition Law, where Section 10 provides for prohibits any person from forcefully ejecting their spouse from their matrimonial home. Then also the Cross River Domestic Violence Law and Management of Widow Prohibition Law 2014 as well talked about that, and there are several other laws. Even the Criminal Code is not left out, and the Penal Code as well. So the Criminal Code section 383 actually provides a maximum punishment of 3 years imprisonment on conviction for assault occasioning harm. So that can be used in situations of violence. And now let us look into those who are affected by this violence. So that is for the law. There are several other laws, but I just want to mention a few. So now let's look into those. Who are those people affected by domestic violence? Domestic violence is popular among women, and also it is popular among children. It is also popular among men as well. However, it is on the rise for women. Now, domestic violence goes way beyond violence against spouses. It can be done to children as well. That is why the Nigerian law also provides for child abuse, on which I will do a separate video, God willing. Now, men and women are both affected by domestic violence, and we must note that this is something that should be frowned against in society. Now, how do we overcome this domestic violence? First things first, make a report to the necessary authorities. Make a report to the necessary authorities. If you are a good neighbor and you see that your colleague or friend is being violated, or even someone you are not related to and you know that they are being violated, please do well to make a report to the nearest police station. Now, note that domestic violence can happen to anyone despite their race, age, sexual orientation, religion, or gender. So you may be feeling that, oh, I'm not being violated domestically, so I should mind my business. Your business is everybody's business, and that is why you must take it upon yourself to make the proper reports to the nearest police station. You don't know what to do well to consult a legal practitioner. The next point I'll mention is, if you are suffering from domestic violence, please speak up. If you are suffering from any form of domestic violence, please speak up. Whether you're a man or a woman, speak to the right and appropriate authority. So I can say, is it doing one thing when I say mention reports? Reporting to the authority is different. Speaking up to a friend, counselor, or even a therapist will help you. Then the next point is, don't ignore the slightest form of domestic violence. Lend an ear to someone who needs help. Be available if you need to be available to someone who needs help. Be resourceful in the sense of, if someone is experiencing domestic violence, you should be resourceful to that person. Write down the dates, the time, and document every one of these domestic violence from the instant it begins to happen. This can serve as a good evidence. And also, put out your words, put it out there. You never can tell who would help you overcome this domestic violence. Now, start up a conversation with people. Sometimes talking to people about domestic violence is difficult because most people shy away from it. Domestic violence in Nigeria has been so normalized that even mothers will tell their children, oh, because of one slap you want to leave your marriage. No, you can see in the clip earlier that lady has been abused, and she can see that he's an influential person. She doesn't want to end the relationship. She goes to her mother to make a report. You can watch the entire movie. The name of the movie is Blood Sisters. It's on Netflix, I think. You can watch it to get more information. She doesn't want to leave the marriage because she just feels that, oh, this man is her lifesaver and he's her life wire. So wait, let me get the movie out for you guys. I want to be sure that it's on Netflix. Netflix is loading. Netflix, you can check it out. Blood Sisters is still on Netflix. I don't know if this is focusing. Yeah, can you see it? It's still on Netflix, so please check it out. So the best way to overcome domestic violence so that you don't end up killing your partner is to please make a report, speak up, lend your words to someone else, and also learn to start up a conversation. Document every instance of domestic violence and use kindness to be able to help the other person overcome domestic violence. And if you stayed up to this point in this video, you are the real MVP. Don't forget that this is the City Lawyer series which we have introduced to this channel, and please do well to like this video, subscribe to this channel, comment down below. I remain Stevina WW, your one and only City Lawyer. Thank you.